Now, this is why Nacee couldn't win the TGMA Artist of the Year. But before we talk about why Nacee couldn't win the TGMA Artist of the Year, this is KSTV. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and tell others that new content has come so that they will also follow. Now, let's come back to the issue on board. Let's talk about why Nacee couldn't win the TGMA Artist of the Year. Now, this year's TGMA Artist of the Year had people like Nacee himself, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, Black Sheriff, Kim Promise, and all the others. Now, Nacee is one person that could have given a tough and a tight competition to all the people who were in that category. It seems like certain categories in the TGMA has been created for secular artists. So if you check like the Artist of the Year, most of the people who won the Artist of the Year are secular artists, with the exception of Diana Hamilton, Joe Metal, and some few other gospel artists. But this year, Nacee came into the Artist of the Year category, and Nacee is a key person in the music industry, both secular and the gospel industry, that he could have made a very huge change. He could have caused a stir up in the category, which is the Artist of the Year category. But unfortunately, along the line, Nacee now lost, Nacee now fell in the waters where he was not even considered as part of the people who can possibly win the Artist of the Year. I have identified some few issues that went against Nacee and he couldn't win the Artist of the Year. Number one, the gospel fraternity didn't really help Nacee to win the Artist of the Year. Yes. During the time that Diana Hamilton was nominated for the Artist of the Year, we saw how all or most of the gospel artists went out to campaign for Diana Hamilton to win the Artist of the Year, to the extent that even at a point in time, the Pentecost Church was campaigning that Diana Hamilton has to win the Artist of the Year because he is a member of the Pentecost Church. Now, that happened, and even Nacee himself contributed greatly to the Artist of the Year, to help Diana Hamilton win the Artist of the Year. Now, number two, the Table of Men didn't help Nacee. The TOM, Table of Men. Now we are talking about the Table of Men. They are a certain people in the music industry that call themselves the gatekeepers, and they have tagged themselves as the Table of Men, the big men in the industry that before you succeed, you need to go through them. Before you get a result for what you are doing, you need to go through them. Now, before everyone will win the Artist of the Year, these people play a great role in helping the person win the Artist of the Year. When Joe Metal was nominated for the Artist of the Year, we saw how the Table of Men, the likes of Ninoy, the likes of Frankie Five, the likes of Anwar Samoa Bedu, and the rest played a role to help Nacee, to help Joe Metal win the Artist of the Year. Now, when it got to Nacee 10, we didn't see these people. The unfortunate thing that came out was the Table of Men said they are using a submarine tactics. So they are going underground to help Nacee. They are doing things that they are not showing up on the front line so that people will see this is what they are doing. But it came out late that the underground or the submarine tactics that these people said they are using is not really a thing that is helping Nacee. So it came to a point that the contest came between Stonebwoy and Kim Promise. Another thing is, even the gospel singers didn't help Nacee. His own people that he does gospel music with they didn't help Nacee. Now, every gospel song that has become a hit in this country, or almost every gospel song that has become a hit in this country, Nacee has a hand in it, including even some secular songs. A song like Boys Boys that he did with Guru, Nacee has a hand in it. But when it got to Nacee's turn, all the gospel musicians, all the gospel singers, they didn't show up to support Nacee. They didn't show up to campaign for Nacee. This is a very good opportunity that we could all grab, or all the gospel fraternity could have grabbed it, so that they will solidify their name in the Artist of the Year category. But they made this slip just like that. Gospel broadcasters, gospel websites, gospel blogs, gospel musicians, when it got to Nacee's turn, they all didn't help Nacee to win the Artist of the Year. Let's think about this very well. The people keep saying that there is some form of pettiness in the gospel industry. The love and the support in the gospel industry is not that much. But when every gospel musician is having a show and he calls Nacee, Nacee shows up and Nacee lightens the stage. He put up a spectacular performance. Even look at the performance that he put up during the TGMA night. But aside all this, the industry didn't help Nacee to win the Artist of the Year. I believe that the next time that a gospel artist will be nominated for the Artist of the Year, maybe the support will come. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more content on KS.